So many small neighborhoods that are self-sustaining and so close. It's great. Yeah, it's cool. New York City is a really cool... It feels like an ant farm. There was a TikTok that I saw that was like, nobody fucking talks about New York more than New Yorkers who moved somewhere else. And I'm like, clock me. It's so true. I know. I'm a little annoying about it, but I'm proud of where I'm from. I'm proud of it. It just happens to be a very famous place. Leave me alone. Have you found anything close to decent ZD in LA? No, because I haven't looked. But I feel like Buca de Beppo is probably got amazing food. It's very famous. Oh, this is not synced yet. Hold on. I thought you were from Italy. My parents are, but I was born here. Also, if the rest of America was about half as interesting in New York. Period. And I've been to a lot of places. I've lived in 3 different states now. I feel like I can make more sweeping generalizations like that now. This is my team right now. I'm just leveling up random shit. I'm probably going to use mostly stuff in the underground on my team. But yeah, I started this playthrough in order to be better of assistance to my sister who is playing Pokemon Pearl, but she's already like on her way to the 8th gym. Like she's almost beaten the game already, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to play this. I also just wanted BDSP save data to get the clothes for Arceus. The chibis to this day are still funny as fuck. When I started the game and like it pans out from the TV to Chibi, Dawn, and Lucas, that shit is crazy. Come on in, Ruba. Go. I wonder if that's one of the VODs Sammy managed to find. Maybe somebody has a clip of it, because I literally, I could not help myself. I laughed. I fucking laughed, bitch. I was mean. I was mean as fuck about BDSP, and I still am. But I will say, if I do want to play Gen 4, nowadays I literally just play that, because I'm like, it's just bigger screen, experience share, whatever. It's the same fucking game. But it really could have been so much more. It's so sad to me. So, originally my plan was to shiny hunt, almost treat this like a badge quest, and only do the, totem Pokemon once I, I only do the totem Pokemon once I found a shiny. But I think it'd be more fun to be able to find random alphas that spawn, and you can only get those once you've done the totem. So I think I'll do one more lap just because I spawned in a bunch of Pokemon, and then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right to the totem and fight that. Just so I can come back here and find potentially a random alpha, which would be cool. Not only that, I do have 2 shinies now. They're both from the same area, but I do have 2 shinies. I did get a B-Barrel at the end of my most recent Arceus stream. And this thing, I can actually use it because it'll listen to me, which is fun. My Machoke still does not listen to me, which is annoying. So... I am only not mean about BDSP in Nora's chat. I'm only not mean about BDSP in Nora's chat because she is the strongest soldier. Which is crazy to me. Because I feel like she and I agree on so many other Pokemon games. Of course, Machoke, a man, won't listen. T. Anytime I see somebody, like, saying T to, like, agree with something, I literally think of Trish blind reacting to Woman's World, but we can't hear what she's listening to. Oh my god, T? The beat. It's so fucking funny. Ugh, kinda. This is another reason why I'm like, I just want to progress to the game more just so I can fucking explore easier. This is obnoxious. It's a goat. It should be able to climb a mountain. It's not even that steep. These trees are pissing me off too. I can't fucking see through them. There is a way to get up there. I've literally done it, and I don't know why it's being fussy today. Okay. Because there's a Raichu up there I want to check. Okay. Oh my god. We did it. We did it, chat. Do you think they'll bring back the shiny jingle in ZA? So, when Game Freak got hacked over the summer, or no, it was October. It was like October time, September. When Game Freak got hacked, the people who hacked it did find a playable build of Legends Arceus. And I want to say a bunch of stuff about Generation 10. But they did not reveal any of that stuff in the leaks, nor Scarlet and Violet, because they could be sued for, like, jeopardizing a future release and cutting into Nintendo's profits, which is why everything they revealed is for, like, Gen 8 and prior, because Scarlet Violet is, like, technically still going on. So that was their reasoning. Plus spoilers. They didn't want to spoil people. But they were playing ZA, and they said, well, we can confirm two things. Stunfisk is in the game, and the Shiny Sparkle is back, because I found a shiny one. So, that is something we kind of, if we're going to believe the leakers, which I do, basically it's confirmed Shiny Sparkle will be back, thank God. I hope it's just as good and useful. I hope they didn't fuck it up. And I hope they don't fucking remove it. You're worse than the hackers for looking at leaks. That's so annoying. God. I feel so bad being so annoyed by that person because we are Oomfies, and I do think they're very nice, but their Twitter presence is incredibly grating to me, so I've had them muted for years. And I wouldn't take it personally if they have me muted too, because I'm also annoying. Back to playing my game loud as fuck. Speaking of loud, I gotta put my music on. I turned the game music off and then I didn't turn mine on. I'm literally just gonna play this area's theme. It's annoying that it kind of comes in and out because the music in this game is so good. Here we go. Let me know if my music's too loud. I can turn it down. It feels a little loud to me. It's a little loud. I got the new Hunger Games book today. I literally forgot till Dallas showed it on stream. He bought it too. He's gonna read it. I kind of feel like I want to read it as well, because I'm impatient. I don't want to wait for the movie. And usually there's a lot of details that don't make it into the movies. Which, you know, it makes sense. But I haven't read any of the other Hunger Games books. And part of me is like, well, I wonder if it's going to touch on details from those books that didn't make it into the movies. So, I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I have a feeling I might listen to it as an audiobook. Maybe at the gym or something. Because I do want to start getting into doing the bike machine for my butt. Tone my butt. Because I got a big butt. I got a nice butt. That's my mom's side. Give me a big butt without really having to try very hard, thankfully. But I'd like to tone it because I want it to be like perky and like a bubble butt, like. And Dallas has that, and he does the bike machine every time we go to the gym, and was a big bike rider before we started dating too. So. Olympic cyclists have insane cake. They do. They do. Oh, we gotta go. That is a strong ass Pokemon. Eee! Let me level up my B-Barrel. I have a candy that I can use. Make it a little stronger. I thought I have a bigger one too. Maybe it's in my storage. I think I have like a EXPL. God, there's just so many Ghastly. I don't need a shiny Ghastly. I'm gonna make it daytime. And while I'm here, I can check my item storage, I think. And I can put some stuff away. God, I love men. Like, sometimes I just think about how hot men are, and it's really annoying because men are annoying. But men are hot as hell. You gay or something? I want that Gyarados as an emote. I should ask Mel to make me to pair with my rainbow emote. That's actually a brilliant idea. I would love if it's like a fisheye, almost like a. There was another emote I asked them to make. Does anyone remember? It was yesterday, I think. I asked them. They probably don't remember either. Which sucks. I should have wrote it down. Mudkip with a gun. Bite-sized beetles. What would I do without you? Thank you. Forward-facing Mudkip with gun. It was actually a meep emote. Oh, okay. You know what? You're probably right, girl. Damn, that was great. Change moves. Water pulse over tackle. Crunch over bite. Aqua tail over rest. Fuck that. Oh, I didn't save it. Okay, water pulse over rollout. Crunch over bite. Aqua tail over rest. Roll out over tackle. X. Confirm. Ba-ding. Grundo emo. And it's gotta be the white one that I fucking got. That's so ugly. I like him a lot. I always forget to change out my moves in this game because the way to do it is so weird in this one. But I do like it. It's very cool. What do you know? Bullet punch. Cool. Drain punch. Cool. I also never remember to go to the move lady. Ooh, that's true. I should do that. I never do that either. Cannot imagine having lips spread to the side of my face like Machamp. Winter's a bitch for him. You know those bitches chap. That motherfucker goes through Aquaphor like it's his job. I haven't needed to use like chapstick in a while. I do sometimes. Like I usually have like a little tub of Vaseline that I use just because I like to have my lips moist. But I am very hydrated, so I don't need it a lot. And especially when I was in Florida, it was so humid. I didn't really need it a lot. But when I lived in New York and when I would like go to Boston to see my ex and stuff, oh, I was a fucking Aquaphor fiend. Because it was just so dry and cold. An Aqua Fiend, if you will. Oh, that's a good Pokemon name. Hunger Force, even. I never fucked with that show. I know it's very popular, but it was always a little too ugly and, like, guy humor vibes to me that I never wanted to watch it. And that might not even be the actual case, but that's always the vibe I got from the bits I would stumble across on Adult Swim. I only watched it because I felt like I would get in trouble for still being up watching it. I get that. The sort of like, it's so tantalizing that it's not something I'm supposed to watch. I remember I felt that way with Family Guy. I would sneak and watch Family Guy. But I remember I felt so guilty about sneaking and watching South Park with a friend at a sleepover that I told my mom the next day. I also just didn't even like it, too. So I was like, I'm okay with admitting that I watched the show, because I also hated it. I'm just not a South Park person. I feel like they played the center too long for me, and played a part in probably radicalizing a bunch of really annoying men, so... Plus, it just feels like overly crass. One time when I was a kid, I said damn because I heard Homer Simpson say it and my parents got mad at me and I cried and begged God for forgiveness. I thankfully was never... I never felt I needed to plead to God ever for forgiveness. I fully never even told the priests half the shit that I actually should have during confession. I was like, I said swear words. I said bad words. But if I swore, I'd get my mouth washed out with soap if I swore in front of my mom. That happened to me at least twice that I can remember. I got in trouble when I was 4 in school because my teacher was reading us Little Miss Naughty. And they said, so, what did you guys think of the book? And my stupid fucking smart ass raised my hand and I said, if Little Miss Naughty came to my mom's job and messed up all her stuff, I'd kick her ass. And I got in so much trouble, and they told my parents at the end of the day, and they made me clean up the play area by myself as punishment. And they told my parents at the end of the day, and I think my mom like kind of didn't care. I think she probably thought it was hilarious, but had to put on a face that she was mad at me. Did the kids laugh? I actually don't remember, because I feel like I knew I wasn't supposed to say it, and I kind of like blacked out the entire experience, and just remember getting in trouble, because it was like, I was so afraid to say it that I like tunnel visioned. Really? How the fuck did that not catch it? But it worked on the Toga Kiss. Fuck. I didn't even mean to do that. I was trying to fucking... Ugh. Okay, that worked that time. For some reason. At least when you get a good spot on them. Oh. Yay! Togekiss, yay! That's what's nice about those flying ones, like, is if you get them in a good rotation, you could just keep, like, timing your throws, and because they, like, they stand still before moving again. Also, hi Mel. I came up with another idea for an emote. So I have, obviously I asked yesterday, which I totally remembered and didn't need to ask chat to remind me. Forward-facing Mudkip with a gun. And then, so there's this meme from the ZA trailer of a Gyarados looking at a Magikarp like the raised eyebrow, like, are you gay? Like, rainbow flag question mark. And I think that would make such a funny emo, potentially with like a slight fisheye. Yeah, very, very much Megamind, but a little bit more like homophobia laced. I think that would be so funny to do that with Gyarados and have that be an emote, because it's such a meme from the trailer. And then we could do shiny versions of both, which is fun, as higher tier emotes. I could try those both tonight. Ugh. Yeah, it's very The Rock eyebrow, exactly. That emoji. I can find the picture of the Gyarados. I would think maybe like making cartoonishing the emotional a bit more. Hold on. I'm very curious if it'll translate well to such a small canvas, but like this is the face. Send it on PC. Okay, no problem. Let me send it to you right now. So this is the face that it's making in the trailer. I'm curious if it'll read at a small size. But I trust in your artistic abilities. And if not, I mean, I'll still pay you. We'll just figure something else out. We'll do a different Pokemon, maybe. But I'd love it to be Gyarados. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but sometimes you and I are surprised. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, well, at least we'll try.
We're gonna drown.
No, we're not. Call an ambulance. But not for me. I kind of wish Alpha Ursaring was an Ursaluna since there's already one somewhere else. Yeah, that'd be so sick. Can you make a fucking mood board? I want to give you a stream makeover already. Okay, okay, okay. We could do it together on Discord tonight. Because Dallas is going to hang out with friends tonight, so. I can play Genshin and look at stuff. I love that sound. It's so weird to me though that it's like ends on a, like it doesn't go da-da-da-da, it goes da-da-da-da. Like it ends on a lower note. I don't know how to explain. I wish I knew how to explain things in proper musical vernacular because I feel like I have like a very good ear for things. But I do not have the vernacular that I think I have, to quote Miss Pollard. It almost sounds like a negative event happened to you, which is what I'm basically trying to say. But it's actually a good thing. You caught a Pokemon. Because, like, see, picking something up is like, da-na-na-na. But I feel like if you lost an item, it'd be like, da-na-na-na. Careful, Jimmy, you'll get another shiny Krogunk. In this game, I'll take it, because I don't have one yet. Alright, let's go to that space-time distortion, and then... we'll do the boss. We'll start the boss stuff, so that way I can start getting random alphas. Really? Are you fucking nuts, dude? He wasn't going on to land. He was stuck on something. That's insane. That's embarrassing. What a bitch. Oh my god. I can't even get to that right now. I gotta go the long way. Christ. I'm gonna miss it. Maybe I can fly. Yeah, I can fly here. And go the long way. I hope I make it in time. I thought the space-time distortion was a rainbow and almost started crying. Be who you are for your pride. Get in there, bitch. She's about to start. I'm sure of it. Whew. This is a weird one. All the different terrain. Ugh, that Yen Mega is scary. Get away from me. Heracross. Love a Heracross. Leave me alone. It's a hard area to get around. Flareon. I'm not gonna waste time catching that. I have a Firestone and plenty of Eevee. And I don't even like Flareon at all. Oh my god. This is so fucking obnoxious how it can't make some of these jumps. An Ice Stone. Cool. I'm sensing shiny Porygon. That would be so fucking cool. Porygon 2, one of my favorite Pokemon ever. All of them are really cool. Never have I gotten a Distortion shiny before, so it would be really cool to get one. I want that Alpha Heracross so bad in that early area. You can get alphas in these, right? Not at this point, I don't think. But once I beat the boss, I think I can. Hello, Mads. It's over. I think we're done. Goodbye. Alright. Alright! Alright, let's finish the route and then go to the boss area. Oh, fuck. God. I have been seeing someone replay Arceus, and I've been thinking about starting a new file, but I remember I have a shiny alpha I want to hunt for first. Literally Paimon, yeah. In that one sound clip that David has. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, this Haunter's a fucker. Okay. God, this is such a pain in the ass not being able to cross the river. It's so annoying. Okay. Go here. Jimmy, what's your favorite J Pokemon? How many are there? I only think Jinx. Jumpluff. Unknown, I guess, is a J. Even though it doesn't start with one. List of Pokemon was J. Okay, Jangmo, Jellicent, Jigglypuff, Jolteon, Joltik, Jumpluff. I would say Jirachi. Jirachi is my favorite. Then Jumpluff. Then Jigglypuff. Not Joltik. I mean, I like Joltik, but I'm not the biggest Joltik fan. I think it's very cute, but it's not even in my, like, top 50. I think it's a great Pokemon, though. What's your favorite fish Pokemon? Probably Gyarados. Magikarp, Gyarados. I really admire the, like, pathetic to super strong pipeline that and storyline they go through by overcoming hardship. So the Survey Corps child quelled the Lord of the Woods. Do you need help setting up a new base camp or making one up by the bogs? Okay. Our Odo could sure use someone as capable as you. He's a fresh construction corps recruit still learning the ropes. Okay. I'm looking for that girl, I think. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. There's a settlement request. There's a quest by the camp. Let me go to the camp. That graceful Pokemon. You're that go-getter from the Survey Corps, right? I got a request for you if you got some time. Love to know about a Pokemon called Roselia. I often come to the Golden Lowlands to admire the Roselia, but just watching them from afar isn't enough for me anymore. Do you think you can complete Roselia's page of the Pokedex and show it to me? Wish Scarlet Violet had quests. Wish Scarlet Violet had NPCs to talk to. remotely at all. You might just have to go to the arena spot. Really? Ursa's ring down here? Is that where it is? Oh no, we're not fighting Ursa Luna. We're fighting the Lilligant, which is up around here, the Brava Arena. I'm so stupid. The more I learn about that game, the less I like it. I didn't know that was possible. Yeah. Hello. You're from the Galaxy team, aren't you? Do you know of a medicine that can cure headaches? I need it for my Psyduck. I live together with these little ones, and I can tell they've been suffering terribly. I wish I could do something to help, but none of the medicines I've tried have worked at all. There's so many people in the Galaxy team. Surely you have some sort of healer. Please, could you ask them for some medicine? The more things change, the more they stay the same. Okay, let's go to the arena. I think it's up this way. Can we talk about how they made Alder an ancestor and just put him on a poster? I know! It makes me wonder, like, what other fucking characters could they introduce in another game, another Legends game down the line. It'd be so cool. This girl's cute. I like her eyebrows. Haha. Ha ha ha. Willow. Haha. Mullum. Haha. Tolt. You're non-binary, so I said all three. I know so little queer slang, I didn't even know what the other ones you even said were. MLM and TLT. They love they. Cause T4T is something different. These are cute stairs. I like the sound they make. Where are the people? For the quest. That's so weird. Do I have to find out its favorite food or something? How do I check quests? Let me save. I haven't saved in a while. Did someone find my stuff? No. No one will ever find my shit. Oh, it's on the map? Oh. There we go. Okay, we need to find Arezu. Ride on Ursaluna and follow the blue signals. Okay, didn't even realize I have Ursaluna. Forgot about that completely. Do you recommend this game if it was reduced from full price? I recommend this game at full price. So I would absolutely recommend it at less than that, because that's an amazing deal. A ball of mud. Thanks, Diva. Ooh. The blue. Get this one first. More mud, yay. What a treasure. Thanks. What the fuck are we looking for here? Are we looking for the girl? Oh, there she is. Here she is. Okay. Hello, Barblarka. Boblarka. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Oh, Jimby, how did it all go with Ursaluna? I helped him. What a cool pose. Her bitch pose is nasty. Thanks a bunch, fella. I don't like her calling me fella. What fucking... Has fella even been invented as a word yet? But how'd you find me all the way out here? From the potato mochi. You follow the scent of the potato mochi I bought at the Wallflower? Man, I wish I could eat some more of those right now. Jubilee Village sure was a lot of fun. My luck's run out though, as you can most likely tell. I got chased by a Pokemon and sprained my ankle pretty bad as I was running away. It's almost like the world wants to punish me. Ah, there you are, Arezu. Arezu, right? Eek! First recorded use of the word fella apparently dates before 1800. Oh my god. I was the awkward guy that met you in Dallas at Go Fest. Go Tour. The one that we, like, talked to, or the one that waved, like, shyly waved and didn't... DS Cat, okay. Because there was another guy who, like, was looking at me and went like this. And I was like, hello, because I was like, oh, I think they know who I am. Thank you for the 3DSs, because I literally have gotten so many shinies thanks to that. Thank you very much. I hope you had a good Go Tour. Got some good shinies from it. Mistress Caliba, I owe you an apology. I treated with you disrespect, thinking you were just some whelp from the Diamond Clan. Sorry about that. I should have treated you better. Huh? Wait, but... Sorry, I think my mustache is tickling me again. It's not your fault that Lilligan became frenzied, nor that my Ursaluna was so enraged. You were trying to help them both, weren't you? I didn't even have the courtesy to listen to you. You'd think someone who's lived as long as I have, would be more patient. It's okay, I didn't do a good job explaining myself either. Ursaluna only started acting weird after he got too close to Lilligan and smelled her perfume. She was already frenzied by that point, so I'm sure that's what caused it. Yeah, I don't know what their bracelets are, but a lot of the main characters have them. It's very interesting. Is Arezu a warden? Maybe it's a sign that they're like a guardian of a Pokemon, because like all the main characters have them, I think. Ah, that explains the strange powder I found on Ursaluna. It must have been powder from Lilligan. He was bumping that. But what happened to your leg, dear? Whoa. Don't they kind of look like Z-rings? With the arrow? But maybe it's just like this angle is making it look like that. I was gathering ingredients to make bombs, but I fell and sprained my ankle. See, the reason I went to Jubilife was to get help for Ursaluna and also learn about crafting. But while I was there, I bumped into Professor Laventon. He told me about the bombs you used to quell Cleaver, so I thought I'd make some for Lilligant using her favorite foods. You Galaxy people know all sorts of things. I'd like to learn even more from you, really. Well, then we'd better take care of Our Lady and get all this mess resolved first. I need to check that tree. There's probably a Burmy in there. Adaman! That's so distracting. What were you thinking doing all this yourself? Did you think I couldn't help you? Though no one would blame you for thinking so. Not much of a leader, am I? Am I? I've never seen Almighty Sinnoh with my own eyes. And I fail to imagine that Lilligant might have become frenzied too. Listen up, Jimby. I'll take the bombs that Arezu made and meet you at Brava Arena. Don't you worry, Arezu. Jimby will calm Lilligant, and that will be that. Things should settle down soon. Head to Brava Arena, Jimby. That's where Lilligant's seat lives. Arezu will be taken care of. My dear Bee-Barrel and I will make sure she reaches her lady. Wow, they actually... This shows you how much they give a fuck about this game. They actually made an animation for her tending to her ankle. They actually fucking cared. That's wild. The way that would have been a black screen and text in Scarlet Violet. They would have literally, like, they would have just teleported away. Alright, to the arena! Black screen, Pokemon Center, healing noise, unfade. Exactly! Last night, we got Wendy's, and they had a buy one, get one for $1 on their chicken sandwich. So I got 2. And it was so good. I really wish they would use that crispy, like the breaded chicken that they use for their chicken sandwiches in their wraps. Their wraps are grilled chicken, which I don't enjoy texturally as much. Whoa, I haven't been up here before. Cool. I thought about trying the spicy one. I can't remember if I like it or not. I've definitely had it before. But yeah, I've kind of been like Dave's doubled out a little bit. I've been more into the chicken sandwich lately. Last time I got a chicken sandwich and a Dave's double, but I like the chicken sandwich more. So last night I got 2 chicken sandwiches because it was cheaper. Anyway, and I get a little bit of cheese on it. And then all the other toppings. And mayo. It's so good. Alright, before we do this boss, I want to go to the bathroom. Because I've been sipping my water. God, if you are real, make them bring back the 2 for 7. The 2 for 6? 2 for 6? That's a Trish video. Two, 4, 6. I don't know what the fuck is tickling my nose, because I put like wax in my mustache to keep the hairs from curling up. I even just went in and trimmed some of my nose hairs, but I don't know what the fuck is going on. No, it's this one hair that's still sticking up. I just cut it. I don't care. I just cut it. Okay. You've come. I think it means you're ready. Of course I am. Lady Lilligant's a sight to see, even in her frenzy. Behold her and be grateful. I hope we didn't keep you waiting. All it took was one of my poultices. What the fuck is that word? I've never seen that word in my life, and I've played this game before. Soft, moist, massive material, typically of plant material or flower, applied to the body to relieve soreness and inflammation. Oh, wow. All it took was one of my poultices to get... How do you pronounce that? Poultices.
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 Poultices. Did you know that there's a... I've stumbled across a mirror of Wikipedia called the Simple English Wikipedia. And it only has like 200,000 pages. But it's like a project to convert Wikipedia pages into... Like, they don't use big words. Like, they are very, like, simple with how they write things to help, like, kids or maybe people who are ESL, like just understand what they're reading better. And I was like, wow, that's such an interesting project that I've never encountered before. I was like looking up a picture of a celebrity for the podcast, and it was like being hosted on that website. I don't remember who it was for. Might have been like Josh Hutcherson or Glenn Powell or something like that. I don't remember. Arisu tried to solve the whole situation herself. I dare say she bit off more than she could chew and caused some trouble, but her heart was in the right place. Listen, the Lady of the Ridge, Lilligant, is like a dancer, always in motion, always darting about. You'll want to watch her real close and learn how to dodge her moves. That's right, if you keep on dodging, she might get tired out, and that'll be your opening. That's when you can bring out your own Pokemon and prove your might. Don't let me down. I know about so many poultices because of fantasy. That makes sense. I learned what there's something in Final Fantasy, or maybe Fire Emblem, and it's a word that I learned. This diva. I forget to turn the music back on before I do this shit every time. Lady of the Ridge, Lilligant. Jimmy, what's the last gag you clocked? Wendy Williams' conservatorship being a farce. Kingdom Hearts prepared me for this day. Holy shit. Wow. Holy shit. That was stressful. I didn't even get a chance to send out a Pokemon. Hello, Ivan. Hi, Diva. I love Lilligant. I kind of don't love this form. Like, I get why she looks like that, but, like, she needs a little bit more zhuzh to it. It feels like it's missing, like, one or two more little details for me. You didn't just save Lilligant, you saved Arezu as well. I appreciate it. First Ursaluna and now Lilligant. You're amazing, you know that? Being all frenzied didn't suit Lilligant one bit. I'm so happy she's back to her graceful self. Like Sam Smith said, it just needs a bit more cunt. I love it. Arezu, you still owe someone an apology. Huh? Don't worry about it. A young one like her is bound to get caught up in some trouble from time to time. Remember what's written in the Salacion ruins? All lives touch other lives to create something anew and alive. There's wisdom in those words. I imagine they're teachings of Almighty Sinnoh itself. Of course, I'd completely forgotten about them until a certain somebody helped me remember. I owe you one, ma'am. Don't try to solve everything by yourself, Arezu. You're a warden. Of all people, we should know how to stand in solidarity with others. It's our job to stand side by side with Pokémon. All lives clock other lives. To create a gag anew. It's our job to stand side by side with Pokémon, after all. Yes, I know, I'm sorry. Well, I can hardly start yelling at you now after Caliba wrapped all that up so nicely. Just one more thing, Arezu. I know you were trying to do what you thought was right, and I approve of that. But from now on, do it without keeping things from me, agreed? Other than that, no need to change a thing. Except maybe to put in some training. If anything else happens to Lilligan, I need you ready to protect her like the warden you are. I understand. Let's work together from now on to keep the Mirelands safe, Arezu. I'll be sure to inform Irida that both the Diamond Clan and Galaxy Team helped save Ursaluna. You did well, Jimby. All of our different groups finally joined hands to work together today. I admit it was a fun day for me, but now it's time I be on my way. Listen, you know me. You know me, I'm Adaman, leader of the Diamond Clan, and I worship Almighty Sinnoh, the ruler of time. I hate him. I hate both Irida and Adaman. I hate how they talk. I think I hate him more than her, though. I find them annoying. I think they're, like, good characters, and, like, they're supposed to be pompous douchebags, and they've got cool designs, but I find him unlikable. I don't connect with this guy at all. Time is about to change, and I can't live in fear of that. We can only try to help the time we live in change for the better. Something tells me helping you folks out will help me do that, and I'm looking forward to it. Irida's my worstie. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like her. Thank you for everything, Jimby. I think I'll stay and talk to Lilligant for a while. What happened, Lilligant? How'd a kind-hearted Pokemon like you end up all frenzied, huh? It's not like I'm perfect. Though it's not like I'm perfect, I hid things and lied and couldn't even keep you safe. I'm really sorry about everything. Report to Commander Kamado. You've accomplished your mission. Great. Hooray! Yippee! Hooray! Where are all the Pokemon? There we go. Ooh, big ass Paris. Surprised there are no spawns up on this ledge. You're a real wonder. I saw light disappearing into the space-time rift. Quelled another frenzied Pokemon, have you? We still don't know what's causing the lightning that frenzies these Pokemon, but you just go on rescuing them without even a hint of trepidation. You might even change the entire course of history here in Hisui. And I definitely want to be in the good books of someone like that. Let's stay in touch, friend. Yugi boy. It takes a special type of gender to be a guy who looks like a butch lesbian and not the other way. I remember people on Reddit said that about me one time. They were trying to hurt my feelings, but there's nothing wrong with being a butch lesbian, so it didn't hurt my feelings, but they meant it as an insult. The way you start the Pegasus accent on line 2 makes it sound like Volo keeps forgetting he's faking an accent. It's because I don't realize who's talking usually, because he always approaches you from behind, which is a really neat touch. But I never realize who's talking to me until it shows him, so I don't know to do his voice. Found her by the scent of my mochi, did you? Of course you did. When you have my level of skill, your handiwork can be recognized from a mile away. Remember to be thankful for getting to eat such masterful mochi when you come to dinner later. Fuck you. But first, don't you owe Kamato a report? Your meal can wait. Fuck that guy. He hated me when I first got here. I hate him. His stupid fucking Charlie Chaplin mustache. That's green! And it's like puke green, too. Maybe later. Okay. To the professor. The commander. So now we're anti-puke green. Okay. Brat is officially out. I don't know if Brat is a little bit more neon than puke. I was thinking about Brat today and how I was like, I really think Brat, I think my real answer would be a Gaga album, but like, I think if I could only listen to one album for the rest of my life, I might pick Brat. I literally listen to that album I'm doing the same thing with Mayhem, where I put the whole album on, I listen to it from beginning to end. And like, that's all I'm interested in listening to right now. I did that with Brat for the entire year. And then I slipped in the remix and the features and shit like that into my playlist. But it's literally only Brat. I love it. I just love that album. I really hope, since it seems like Mayhem is doing very well for Gaga, I really hope that she considers doing like the Fame Monster companion or like a deluxe or something and add a couple more songs. Because I love this era so much. I love the sound for her. The bonus tracks are very good. I like them a lot. I added them to my local files on Spotify. You successfully calmed Lilligant. Yes, I did. Hello, Kazoot Kales. Welcome in. Excellent. There may well be times when the Galaxy team will be forced to fight against Pokémon, but it is all for the sake of creating a new home for ourselves, free from war and strife. You know, that is interesting. So he's from Kalos, I believe. Because at one point in the game, he wears the same armor that guy from the Kalos Elite Four wears that I don't remember the name of. Everyone in this region, I believe, are colonists, and they're different groups for different reasons. Wilkstrom, yeah. And the Galaxy team seems to be all people that are from places that are entangled in war. I know Paldea has been in wars, so that makes sense to me that, well, I guess we didn't meet any Paldean characters. I don't know. Just as interesting to me. Because Kalos has been in wars, Paldea's been in wars. Lieutenant Surge, I think people headcanon is from Unova. So Kanto's been in wars. Are there any Kanto characters in this region? I don't remember. Oh, I guess Agatha. I don't know. Laventon from Galar. Just interesting. I love the world of Pokemon so much. I wish that the games have been as fun for me to play as the world is for me to ponder. A stranger falls into our world from a rift in space-time, then frenzies are induced by strange lightning, which likewise falls from that very same rift. But you have no connection to the lightning, isn't that right? We may need to investigate the rift itself to prove your motives are beyond impunging. War in Pokemon is such a wild thing to think about. I know, I feel like it wasn't until Kalos that they actually fucking showed what it looked like. The Lucario movie is actually the first time we ever see, like, Pokemon in war with each other. And it takes place in a time before Pokeballs. Which is very interesting. I love that movie. There you go. Piping hot potato mochi, fresh from the stove. Now this is the life, eh? Enjoying tasty potato mochi with friends, sharing the latest findings. God, the only things... These fucking, like, the brown napkins that you can get at, like, Wendy's and stuff. McDonald's, Starbucks. These are the only fucking napkins that work at getting rid of the oil on my skin. I literally hoard them in a drawer. And I love that I can fucking see it on there when I am done. Now this is the life, eh? Enjoying tasty potato mochi with friends, sharing the latest findings from our Pokemon research, and topping it all off with a good night's sleep. Truly, who could ask anything for anything more? They're made for Greece, so it makes sense. Yeah. I don't disagree, yet I keep doing the same thing day after day. Is it really getting us anywhere? Without our research, or with carving out a life here, with our research, whatever. Ah, well, here's a flashy new recipe to try, Jimby. It's for an item that should help scatter those gloomy thoughts. Scatterbangs. Come now, don't worry yourself so, my girl. As a wise man once said, trust in yourself and you will find your way. Who said that? Him? Who said that? These words are worth taking to heart. As long as we believe in ourselves, I'm sure we'll even complete that Pokedex of ours someday. What if his hat was a weird Pukamuku? Morning, sleepyhead. You'll never guess what. I'm gonna start working at the hairdresser's shop. Now you'll be able to try out my own original hairstyles. Isn't that super exciting? I'm still gonna be Lilligant's warden and all. I'll be burning the candle at both ends, but I can make it work. Don't you worry. Anyway, come over to the hairdresser when you can, Jimby. I'll give you a killer hairstyle. Did you see that tweet that was going around that was like, why are gay men so afraid of going to a barber shop? And I was just like, oh my god. I'm not even gonna entertain that. But I think the person asking that was gay. So I guess they're just gay with a really good barber that isn't homophobic, and lucky them, because I've never felt comfortable in a barber shop. Ever. I don't mind a man cutting my hair. The best haircut I ever got was from a bald guy at a salon in a mall in Connecticut. But yeah, I hated going to the barber. But yeah, my hair, when I got my hair bleached, it was the first time I had been to a hair salon in 7 years, because I just cut my own hair. I don't need to go to a barber or a salon. But I went to a guy who did it, and he was really nice. And I thought he was gay the entire time until he mentioned his wife, which was crazy. And he was like, yeah, that's one of the cool parts about being a straight guy hairdresser, is you get to meet a lot of very pretty women, and you're like a unicorn. And I met my wife. We both cut hair, and then we started a business together. And I was like, that's so pretty. What a pretty story. I'm pleased that you have found a worthy successor for your establishment, Edith. Mr. Kamado, sir. So about that whole Ursaluna situation. If you're to work here in Jubilife Village, you are family to us, no matter who you are or where you're from. Welcome, Arezu. And you, Jimby, you will come with me to Prelude Beach. Okay. My barbershop is just bi guys and butch lesbians. That's fun. Like, yeah, there are queer barbershops, which is nice. But they're not as populous as I would like. These people have just arrived here in Hisui. Plus, I just like doing it myself. I save money. I can do it in increments. I can be very specific about what I want. It was a great skill to learn. These people have just arrived here in Hisui. They will live together with us in Jubilife Village. One is from the Ginkgo Guild. I wonder where the rest of them are from. When we of the Galaxy team first arrived here in this land, we came ashore on Prelude Beach. This is where everything began. This is where a new life for all of you will begin as well. We've heard that the Hisui region is inhabited by many powerful and frightening Pokémon. But we've also heard that the Galaxy team knows a great deal about Pokémon and uses their mysterious powers to help Jubilife Village grow. Indeed, you have both heard correctly. And the reason such tales have reached your ears is largely thanks to Jimby here, one of our Survey Corps recruits. Through the combined efforts of all of our team members, let us continue to develop a village and thrive here in Hisui region. Kamado's so sexy. He is. It's crazy they even have names. Yeah. We look forward to doing our part, Commander. I wonder if I talk to them, they'll tell me where they're from. Oh, they're gone. Okay. I want to sail and discover land so bad. Okay. The advancement of our understanding of Pokemon, thanks to the Survey Corps, has expanded the areas we can operate safely. This is what allows us to welcome in newcomers like them. Jimby, you truly do love Pokemon, don't you? I do. Pokemon have done grave injury to many of our fellows in the Galaxy team, and yet you still find love for these creatures in your heart. I suppose that is a necessary quality for one in the Survey Corps. Remember this, though. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It is imperative that we study them and learn all that we can about them, whether we wish to live alongside them or not. And be warned, as the leader of the Galaxy team, I am prepared to make harsh decisions in order to protect Jubilife Village. Commander, Irida from the Pearl Clans arrived. Good, I believe I know what she's here about. As for you, Jimby, you should see for yourself how Jubilife Village is changing thanks to the Survey Corps' efforts. Then you will come to my office. Would you grow a mustache like that? I think that borders on the Hulk Hogan style mustache, and I don't know. We talked about that a little bit before. Hello. Mercy, what a treasure this wide open land is. I'm glad I followed my family out here and got to see it. I doubt it'll stay quiet and empty for long. God, I would love to like go somewhere like this in real life. I think a lot of like Scotland and Ireland has just like huge open mountainous grasslands still that are like untouched by civilization. They film a lot of stuff in the traders in places like that in Scotland. It's crazy that this entire area is just fucking empty for the whole game, but I guess it's part of the village, so... But like no spawns are here. I don't remember if anything happens here. Maybe there's like a legendary event or something that I haven't done. Hi, Buizel. Canala Avenue, Canalave City. That's cool. Cool touch. Ooh, wow. He's right. They're really developing. I forgot that this happens. This is so amazing. Yeah, I think Prelude Beach is supposed to be Sand Gem Town. Let me see. Let me look at the map. Yeah, I think it is. You tried the orange Coca-Cola? Yeah, it's disgusting. I love that Galarian Weezing up there. It's so cool. And the Magikarp. Hairstyle me, baby. Grab yourself a seat. I love the old lady just like lounging there. When do I get that pompadour? I love that haircut. This is how I used to look when I was a little kid. In all my old YouTube videos, I had this hairstyle. This is very, like, Gen Z. Younger Gen Z. What's crazy is Madonna was 20 during Hisuian period. Stupid, fucking stupid ass. When do you get the pompadour? Oh my god. Mischievous request hairstyles. There's a lot. Hold on. Look at all these. I haven't seen some of these for the boy. I've seen this one. This is the one I want. I've never seen this one. These are cool. Curlia requests. This is fucking crazy. Why is young Gen Z evil? Yeah, I've noticed that too. It's kind of sad to me. It makes me a little uncomfortable. I'm like, damn. This is my generation, huh? They're kind of they can be very mean. Cuz I think they like I mean, I myself was raised on the same internet as them. I think it's cuz like so much of our upbringing was on the internet that like the hostility of the internet maybe like to a lot of people they just see it as like normal and not completely rude. I don't know. Ooh, the karate gis, cool. The sandals are fun. I wish I had socks though. I guess it wouldn't really make sense. The split toe is a little strange. I think these ones fit the outfit, like, palette more, but I don't like them. I think the difference in social media from the beginning to when they grew up to when they grew up with it makes sense. Yeah, I think you're right. All right, let's start doing laps. Let's find a Mireland shiny. Now we can find random alphas, which is cool as hell. Discord. Oh my god, I forgot I asked for. Ah! Guys, you gotta see this shit. This is fucking hilarious. Oh my god, it really is a fisheye, huh? I feel like it needs like an eyebrow for sure. That's like raised, but maybe this eye is the one that's like the like negative brow, and then you know what I mean? Like, cuz it's one of them's like down, like, so maybe to like indicate that like emotion, we are focused more on the eyebrow that's like pointing downward. But this is fucking hilarious. This is so fucking funny. This is perfect already. His head is weirdly shaped, so I can work on that more if you like. I think it looks pretty good so far. Yeah, I feel like the mouth is maybe one of the only things. Maybe add like another, like, add an extra pixel of yellow on top of all the other yellows, because it's a lot thicker. But like honestly, this looks fucking great. This is it's supposed to look a little weird because it's like I really want it to be like he's like right up like. I think you fucking killed it. But feel free to take as long of a break as you want to cook Mel. This is hilarious. I'm obsessed. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna sleep because there's no fucking way that I want to see fog right now when I'm trying to find a shiny. I'm hungry. I should figure out dinner for Dallas and myself. I'll be right back. Hi. You're so little. He's so little, guys. And he's done growing. That's just how he's gonna be. You're so cute. I love you. You getting good pets, huh? Nice little massage. I keep seeing tweets of Soda crying. Oh, so I see you follow Dallas's brother, who keeps using Soda as reaction images. I love how scruffy he is. Me too. He's so wonderful. Hi. You want back on my lap? He wants to be picked up. Hi, bud. Hi, bud. Hi, baby boy. My baklava had her annual today. Fun. How'd it go? Oh, now you want on the floor? Okay. See you later. You can jump. You can go. You want to leave? We ordered Taco Bell for dinner today. So I think once it arrives, I'll probably end my stream, because I've already been live for 4 hours today. She's very nervous, but she's a healthy girl. Yay! Soda should have been named Gal Gadot. The first letters of Gal Gadot switch. Do you just sit around all day waiting for me to go live, coming up with things to say, and then every 15 minutes type them in chat one by one from your list? Cause like, what the fuck? No, most of it is on the spot. I love that. That's amazing. What a skill. You'd be good in Snatch Game. You know how to live in the moment and not second guess what you say. For better or worse. She is so yes and. She says that shit with her chest. And her acrylic nails on her keyboard. Just kidding. You know that bitch is on mobile. In bed. I'm not in bed. I'm splatting. Oh, work. Oh, I have two musics going at once. Happy Spring Fest. Whatever that means. I really feel, unless you're like Catholic, in which case you're not here. I feel like Easter is only a holiday that you celebrate if you live near your family. If you don't live in the same state as your family, you are not traveling home for Easter. I only give a fuck about Easter because I only gave a fuck about Easter for like 2.5 years. And that was because I lived near Dallas's family and I got to watch his niece hunt for eggs, which was hilarious and adorable. And we just used it as an excuse to like get together. I literally do not even think about Easter. Otherwise, I hate the aesthetic. I'm not a big fan of like pastels and stuff, or like most spring things, which is like floral. I don't know. Most of like the spring baking championship is the worst one. It's all like lavender flavored dishes. It's disgusting. Not a Peeps fan. As I've gotten older, the actual disgust of Peeps that I have has only grown. I liked them as a kid, but then I'd get sick as fuck after eating them. But I've been seeing the Peeps again now that it's near Easter, and I'm like, oh. The thought of eating a Peep is nauseating to me. Hold on. That was a good slam. My mom stands Peeps. I always look in disgust when she asks me to buy her some. I literally just used to like microwaving them with my kids. With my kids. With my siblings when we were kids. Peeps give you a new cavity every bite for sure. Oh, absolutely. My sister and I remember we got in trouble because we kept microwaving Peeps and like not putting them on a plate. Or so, maybe we were putting them on like one of my dad's good plates and it was like ruining the plates because the marshmallow would just like get goo and stick to the plate or something. I don't remember. We got in trouble doing it a lot. Not the nuclear family Freudian slip. Yeah, not my deepest desires to raise a family of my own and have children prosper in life with a healthy parent. I do think about it a lot. Especially when I'm editing the podcast now that Trish is pregnant again. I've literally only ever worked for this woman when she's been pregnant. Except for the like 4 months in between babies. It's so funny. But you know, when she talks about raising a family and how much it's like healed her and like she loves being a mom and her and Moses are such amazing parents. There's this video of Trish that I remember seeing on her TikTok where she's like doing pretend makeup on her daughter Malibu. And like doing like glam, because Trish has like a glam room and I'm sure Malibu sees her getting like her wigs and her makeup done all the time. So obviously Malibu wants to be like her mom and like is like, let's do it. So and it's this video of like Malibu like putting her own hair in like a headband or something, and it's like clearly not on right because she's 2, right? And I was just so impressed, and this is not something I think even I would think of if I was a parent in that situation. Instead of being like, oh, it's on wrong, you did it wrong, she's like, here, oh, you did so good, let me help you make it even better, and like fixes it for her. And I'm like, that just like way of framing it is so important and you don't even realize it. I was just so impressed. I just thought that was such a cool moment to like see. Cause like I feel like as a kid I was constantly just told I was doing something wrong. If I had to be corrected, it was like, you did it wrong. And like I'm sure that gave me a fucking complex about something. I don't know what, but it was just so sweet and gentle and supportive. It's just so great. I love her. You're doing great, Jimmy. Here, let me paint up the map with you. You're doing great, Jimmy. Here, let me try opening the map for you. Yeah, I probably would have said, do you want me to fix your headband? Exactly, like I wouldn't even have thought. Like, let me phrase it this way to not make them think they did something wrong and not want to try again. Right? Like, it's just, it was a very cool video. I was like, oh, she's so great. Not long enough of a jump. Oopsie. Damn. Or short enough. The concept of Easter baskets are weird, like getting one like it's Christmas. I don't know if all Mexicans are like this. We just do an egg hunt. I used to get a basket, and it would just be like some candy. I remember one year I got a Mario plushie that was like probably $10 on eBay, which was really cool. But it wasn't like I think in one year I got the Webkins Easter duck as well, I believe. The baby chick Webkin or something, or like baby duck. But it wasn't like, ooh, let me make a list of the things I would want in my basket. Like my mom was just like, these are the cheap Easter themed treats at Dwayne Reed CVS. Let me put them in a basket. And then they reuse the basket every year. It's mostly about just getting chocolates. I would get a chocolate Jesus on a cross, I feel, or a bunny. Probably the bunny. I remember one year, I think Dallas's mom got us Jesus, and it was hilarious. I was like, girl, what is this? I'm eating the dick first. Whoa. Oh, there it is. We definitely did egg hunts, but only before the age of like 7, and like it would just be like a Hershey or like a mini Hershey or something. What did I do? Did I miss a shiny? I didn't hear one. I have a distortion for me. No, you said you'd eat Jesus's dick. Oh. I literally already forgot I even said that. That's scary, actually. That's improv. Soda, what are you doing? Heading your way. Oh, 8:52. Oh my god, they're almost here. Oh, they have one stop along the way. Oh, their next stop is my building. Damn, someone else in my building also ordered Taco Bell tonight. That's crazy. I've never had that happen before. Where it's the same building. I've had the same street. Oh my god, if it is David, that's so funny. I don't know if Hannah likes Taco Bell, but I know David does. But he might... I feel like if he's not on Discord, he's probably at work tonight. Yeah, no one's on Discord, so... Are you actively leaving the distortion? I already forgot about it. I'm close. It's fine. I forgot it was happening. I didn't remember it was happening. Thank you for the reminder. You're not you when you're hungry. I'm really not. This will be the last thing we do today. I like when you're so into the combo, you just run around in a game. It happens a lot. At least this is the kind of game where the whole point is to run around. What did you order? Oh my god. That scared me. Okay. I ordered the steak and queso Crunchwrap sliders. I wanted to try them again, but with a different sauce in it. See if I like it more. And I got myself 2 grilled cheese burritos and nachos and a Pepsi. And then I got Dallas 2 cheesy gordita crunches and his own nachos because they're like $3. And we're not gonna hang out in the same room tonight. He's on Discord with friends, so I don't feel like splitting it down the middle. I'll just get each our own. Well, what about the churros? I don't like their churros. I don't like how crunchy they are. I like a churro to be like chewier than that. They're more like they're not even churros. They're like cinnamon twists, right? I don't even think they have churros. And if they do, I'm fucked. I don't care much for any churro. Really? I don't know a single person that doesn't like churro. Dairy Queen, oh my god. When Dallas and I were living in Florida, we drove 45 minutes to the only Dairy Queen that was doing the churro dip cones, where it's like it instead of like the chocolate dip that they do. It was maybe the greatest ice cream experience I've ever had in my life. It's the sugar. I hate shit that's just covered in regular sugar. Like, girl, bye. I get that. My sister used to get these things. My grandpa used to get from the bakery for us as kids. I would get a black and white cookie, which I don't know why I would ask for those because I hated them. And my sister would get a cinnamon twist, and it was just like a twisted, almost like croissant covered in cinnamon and sugar. And she would call them a twisty. Anytime Crumble does a churro cookie, I always get it. It's really the only time I ever want to get Crumble. Okay. I'm just gonna wrap it up here. I know the distortion's not over, but my food is here. I don't feel like leaving just to end. Going outside just to end my stream. Oh, wait. Next stop. I'm so confused. One stop along the way. Okay, so they're not ready for me yet. We can finish it. They're still dealing with the other person. My work used to have good churro concha, but they keep making the flavor weirder and weirder. Now it tastes like easy bake oven strawberry flavor. Ew. Also, hi, Anne. The way I held my bye. I'm so clairvoyant. Whatever that means. It means you can see the future. It's like a type of psychic. Okay, now I'm really gonna go. Okay, goodbye everybody. Toodles. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.